So let us start with the recap. And the current situation is we are actually understood the concepts like many to many, one to many, all these things. Now we are going to see some additional things which mostly in the market trainers don't teach, but it's going to be important because even I ask this kind of questions in the interview. Then why I should not teach you? Because here I'm expecting these kind of things from you. Definitely, you need to know all these things as well. So let me talk about that as well. So please note here, right now, the current situation is we understood master data relationship, we understood lookup relationship, difference, and many to many relationship. And now let me tell you the next important point. And here we go. By the way, here, as I said, so please note new password from Monday. Note this point, okay? So let me proceed and tell you one important point. Let me open the notes of that, and then I'm going to explain you the point which I wanted to tell you before I proceed. And where is that? Okay, so please note that here in this case, in this process, you need to understand that like yesterday I told you one scenario, like who will be the primary master and who will be the primary, let's say secondary master. Okay, now for that only one small thing I would like to tell you. Actually, this primary master and primary detail, how it is decided? So please note, primary master and primary detail is decided by using the time factor. Okay, time factor. So primary master and primary detail is actually decided by time factor. Means, for example, here, for example, let me show you. So let's say I'm going to use many to many relationship. Pay attention. This is the faculty, and this is the course, and this is the junction object. Okay, now if suppose I'm going to create this relationship first, then this will become primary master. Remember this, okay? Because you need to also know how this is called as primary master. Any reason? Yes, time factor. Which one is created first? That is primary master. That's all, nothing else. That's the only thing I wanted to tell you. And now let me go for the next point. So here, now I want to ask you one question. So in fact, the next point or next relationship point is going to be hierarchy relationship. By reading this name, what comes in your mind? Hierarchy of what exactly? What comes in your mind? And please select the value Shekhar and then only type. Don't disturb other people. Hierarchy of what exactly? What is coming in your mind? Hierarchy means what hierarchy? Very good. Anyone who said that employee hierarchy or the worker hierarchy, superb. Very good. Correct answer. So actually, this relationship is going to help you to define the hierarchy of the workers in Salesforce environment. This is project manager, and this is, let's say, junior, or maybe this is developer, and this is team leader. Such kind of structure you want to show, then you need to go for this topic. Is it necessary? Of course. It's going to help you in many situations. Anyways, you will come to know about this time to time in future. Right now, understand, it's nothing but hierarchy of people. Now I have a question for you. Here, please note that when I say hierarchy of people in Salesforce, then in this case, people means who? Who? People means who? I'm talking about which people? Who are these people? Yes, the company which is using Salesforce software. Very good. The company who is paying you salary, the company which is using Salesforce software, or even people like you and me, everyone who are going to log into Salesforce, their hierarchy. Please note, anyone who is going to log into Salesforce, that person is called as user, and that person's hierarchy is called as the hierarchy relationship. Okay, now you want it, you can use, you don't want, don't use. It depends on company, but it's going to be hierarchy of you, me, anyone who is going to log into Salesforce. Okay, fine. Anyone who is going to log into Salesforce, listen carefully. Anyone who will log into Salesforce. Okay, fine. Now whether you are login, fine. Your manager login, fine. Your customer login, doesn't matter. Anyone who is going to log in, his hierarchy. Okay, how we can create this? Now actually this is something is standard. You don't need to create all these things. It's by default available. How you can create this? Let me show you that how you can create this. Pay attention here. when we when we connect one record of user object to another, then use hierarchy relationship. Okay, but same scenario of any other object apart from user object, then go for self relationship. Anyways, don't spend time on that. Don't pay attention to that, because in the bracket it's mentioned latter. So when I say latter, simply don't waste your concentration on those things. User object is nothing but standard object, by the way. This is you're going to get by default in Salesforce. So in other words, in Salesforce, we can form a relationship using only one object. That is possible by two types: hierarchy relationship, self relationship. Means if we are going to create a relationship with using one object, then it's called as hierarchy relationship. In hierarchical or hierarchy relationship, we use only user object. In self relationship, we use other object except user. Anyways, that also we are going to see later. As I said, all these things we are going to see later. Right now, you only focus on hierarchy relationship. Actually, here this type of relationship is special, because here that this relationship is special because this type of relationship is uh, like a lookup relationship available only for the user object. No other object can have this relationship. I will show you by example that how it's only available for user object. Remember, for M to M also we have similar rule to use only master data relationship, nothing else. So similarly here also we are going to use lookup relationship. It allows user to use a lookup field in associate one user with another user. And for example, you can create custom hierarchy relationship field to store each user's direct manager, project manager, etc. So I'll do one thing. Here I will explain you whatever I told right now in the format of explanation. So please note, first of all, if you have only one object, okay, so okay, some okay guys, there are some network issue. I don't know what to do now. It's such a good hotel and country like USA, and I'm facing this issue. I don't know what to do. Anyways, please adjust for today. And because today is my last day in USA, so please adjust for today. I don't know what to do because here it's a good hotel and still it's making the problem. Okay, let's move ahead and let me continue. So the moral is in Salesforce, whenever you have to create a relationship by using only one object, then at that time you have one solution, and that solution is actually called as the hierarchy relationship. And now in the hierarchy relationship, only one object is applicable, and that object is user. That's all. This is the information you need to know by this time. Okay, now let's see practically how we can achieve this. Why this relationship is special and how we can achieve this. All these things I'm going to tell you. Now, let me show you one by one. Let me go to Salesforce environment. Okay. And now I'm going to click on setup. I'm going to click on setup. Click on setup. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. And by the way, please note, if you want to work on standard objects in Salesforce, then as shown in the demo, this is the area create where you can, sorry, custom object. This is the area where you can work on custom object. Okay. But suppose if you want to work on standard object, then please note customize is the area. Okay. Note this point. If you want to work on standard objects, customize is the area. You want to create the field on standard object in a relationship field, whatever you want to do. This is the option. So click on this and you can see these are all the standard object names available in Salesforce. Can you tell me on which object I should work now? Right now I'm having interest in which object? User. Very good. Only user object is supported here. Very good. So let me search where is user object. User. This one user. Okay. So click on this and click on fields. Click on fields. Okay. This is the area of standard object. And now let me show you by giving an example. What we will do now, we will create a hierarchy. Okay. So for every user, assume that there is a requirement. We need to show who is team leader of every user in Salesforce. That is a requirement. Now here it means we are connecting user to user. How we can achieve this? Let me show you. See, you will come to this page. You will come to this page. Then scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. These are all standard fields. Don't work on that. It's not for our area. It's for Salesforce. Come down, and you work on new button. Click on new button. Okay, and create new for custom field. Okay, custom field. And by the way, in your case, this will also not come. But in my case, why it's coming? Because in my Salesforce environment, I installed CPQ, and because of that, this fields came. Okay, neglect that. It will not come in your case. And I'm going to click on new button to create the new field. And now here, please note which is the item which never come in the demo session, but right now you can see on the screen. What is that item? Hierarchy relationship. Correct. This was not present in the demo. And please note, this is only available when you're going to work in or on user object. Okay. So correct answer. And I'm going to click on hierarchy relationship. And by the way, you are going to see this never again in any object. Okay. Only here you are going to see this. So click on this and click on next. All right. So now I'm going to give here a name. Okay. Let's say, what is our requirement? What kind of relationship you want to show in the company? Yes, team leader. Very good. Team leader. Okay. Team leader of every employee we want to show. And this name, team leader, let's say something like that. And there should be no space. I'm giving no space because it's internal name. Remaining things you know very well, description and filter. I don't need to teach all these things. So click on next. Yeah. And by the way, at the end of the session, please remind me for the hover. Okay. There is one assignment document I given you. In that, there is only one thing which is pending is hover one. Okay. So please remind me that I'm going to show you that. And then you can complete everything in the assignment document. So I'm going to click on next. All right, this field and all these steps, I don't need any discussion on that because you guys already know all these things in the demo session. Just move ahead. But I have a question for you. And the question is, in this entire process, one step did not come, which came in LR, which came in MDR. Here it did not come. What is that step? What is that step? It did not come here. What is that step? Let me see your observation or let me see your concentration. Yes, very good. Related to. Very good. Related to. So why it's not asking me related to? Is it a problem or bug in Salesforce? It's not asking me related to. Why it's not asking? Superb. There is no need of asking. There is no need of asking. It's connecting to same object. So there is no need of asking. Very good. Correct answer. There is no need of asking. Okay. And now if you see the last field I created, which is a hierarchy relationship, let me show you. And here we go, hierarchy relationship. So how I'm going to connect it now? Let me show you. Actually, please note, whatever users are there in the Salesforce environment, those all users will be here, displayed here in the manage users, and inside that users. Okay. So here you will see all the users in the company who will be using Salesforce. Remember this, because from the next week you are going to see one very important topic, security. At that time you need this information. So here you see all the people in the Salesforce who will log in. Click on users. All right, so I have some kind of users. Maybe it's not in your case. No problem, leave it. Anyways, in the next week, you're going to create users. So just leave it. If it is not in your case, leave it. Don't worry. Next week, you will see that. But now I will do one thing. I want to make Tom as a Shekhar's team leader. Okay. How can I make it? Click on edit for Shekhar. Tom is team leader of Shekhar. Very simple. Just edit the record of Shekhar. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. And here, please note that team leader, you can see here team leader, so you can select here. By the way, in your assignment, if you're doing assignment, let's say in future, whenever you'll have user, if right now you're not having, leave it, don't worry. But in future, when you're going to have another user like Tom, at that time, while doing this assignment, in fact, I will do one thing. I will just send some steps for you to create the user in Salesforce for time being, which anyways, again, we are going to see in future in next week. But still, I will tell you how to create Tom if you don't have. Please note here, this option you may not have in your case. Okay. Why you not have this? Because I activated community feature in Salesforce. Community feature. In your case, it's not the feature. So leave it. This will not be coming in your case. This will not be coming. Okay. So don't panic. It's like I have made some kind of changes in my org. That's why coming. Don't get panic. Don't worry. Okay. Now here, click on this magnifying glass and click on Tom. That's all. Shekhar is junior, Tom Stewart is team leader, and save, and that's all. This is what actually hierarchy relationship is, nothing else. This is what hierarchy relationship is, nothing else. Okay. So now I have a question for you. I have a question for you. So please note here that in this case, I have a question for you, and the question is first of all, please note that in the interview, they will be asking one famous question to you, and the question they will be asking you that what is the meaning of hierarchy relationship, and when in your project you use hierarchy relationship, because they know that hardly anyone in the market using hierarchy relationship. They know that, okay? Hardly anyone is using this in the market. So that's the reason they will ask you this kind of question, okay? So let me tell you the answer. Remember this answer, okay? Because here, if you are answering some kind of question which other people in the interview not answering, you have a good chance to get a job. So let me show you. And the first question here is, so, or in fact, I'll do one thing. Here, in fact, I will do one thing. Here, first of all, I will tell you the first interview question on which object hierarchy relationship works, and that you know user object. And next, here, now the question will be, or let me show the answer. When last time you worked on hierarchy relationship? Please note, we have shown a user and his related product manager or project manager or team leader. And this way here, please note that in this case, you can use this kind of answer. Okay. Please note this kind of answers you are here to give. Okay. You have to give this answer. So remember this, they will be asking such kind of question because they know people don't know where to use hierarchy relationship. Next. Now this was the question asked in Puma, USA. One of my ex-student attended the interview, and the question was, what is hierarchy constraint violation? Now I'm going to just give you a hint by what case this hierarchy relationship concept is violated. That is your answer. Let me see who will identify this answer. Let us see those smart people in the class who will identify this common sense based question. When this error will come, that is the interview question. Think and tell me. When the hierarchy will be violated? Yes, superb. Good to see those students who gave the correct answer. Superb, guys. Very good. When Shekhar is connecting to Shekhar, Tom is connecting to Tom. Is that hierarchy? Shekhar can be project manager of Shekhar. How it's possible? That is actually called as hierarchy constraint violation. Superb. Well done, those who answered. Let me show you a demonstration, okay? Go to Shekhar and click on edit. Click on edit. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, and let me remove here Tom. Let me remove Tom. Remove Tom. And search. And Shekhar's team leader is Shekhar. Okay, save. And congratulations, you guys give correct answer. Well done. Okay, this is a important theory question. Very rarely people give the answer of this question in the market. Remember this. Okay. And next, now after all these things, I would like to tell you another important thing. After all these things, I would like to tell you another important thing. And the important thing here is self relationship, the final type of relationship, self relationship. Okay. Can you just tell me by whatever information you have right now, the definition of this relationship? Can you just tell me some definition? Just in one line, what is the meaning of self relationship? Suppose I'm your interviewer, I'm asking you what is self relationship. Tell me, guys. Only 30 seconds. Very good. Good try. So I can see some good statements. Fine. Time is up. When we connect record of object A to another record of same object, but the object is not user, then that relationship is called as self relationship. We achieve this using lookup relationship, by the way. Don't use MDR. That's a wrong scenario. Okay. Now, after that, in the most of the cases, which was asked in the company Johnson and Johnson, which is the famous interview question, after this question, okay. So they will ask you the question that when in your project in the past or previous project you used self relationship. I also ask this question regularly. Let me see how much capable you are to answer this question. Can you think on that? Why company should use or where company will use self relationship? Any example, any business scenario you can think, whatever company you are working right now, whatever project you did in the past, by using that example, tell me, then I will tell you some examples of Intellogics projects. All right, time is up. Good try. 5 seconds extra. 5 seconds extra. I like your question answers. So 5 seconds extra to see more clarity from you guys or more good answers. Yes, well done. Correct answer. Okay, most of the answers are correct. Please note here, I will give some examples of Intellogic. Okay, now let me give my examples. Our company's Intellogic's example. There was a shopping mall project in the past in the past where Intellogic did the work for one UK customer. The object was product. In the product, mobile, headphone, mobile cover, it was present. Okay, in the product, mobile also, headphone also, mobile cover. These are all product, right? So the scenario was gift item scenario. Means suppose this is my object, okay, or this is a form where I'm entering, let's say, product name, maybe the customer name, and maybe price. But now the gift product also I want to give. Now tell me here, for referring to gift product, which is the object I'm having? Which object I'm going to use? Something different or same? Something different or same? Same object. Very good. Correct answer. Same object. So in this case, what we have done, we have created lookup relationship for the same object, that is the mall product. And then suppose anyone is purchasing mobile, then related to that, headphone is to be given for free, or TV, and then screen TV cover is going to be given to be free. So in these cases we use that, okay, because ultimately TV cover and headphone is also product, by the way. You don't have any other objects. Okay, good answer. Because one of the answer was this by one student. Good answer, because this was the same scenario we have done. Example number 2. Please note here the people should not be those who are logged into Salesforce, because those who log into Salesforce called as users. At that time, we use hierarchy relationship. So please note example number 2 carefully. I'm not talking about users. There was one project of reference employee, or in fact, the third party staffing project of USA, which we did in the past, where the reference employee concept was there. Means what actually the situation is, actually the company was the third party staffing company. You remember that when we started this uh, demo session, when we started the syllabus, in the demo session, I told you our first project is going to be that monster.com project. Actually, that's the same company project. And please note here, the thing is that the customer name is modified, and that's same project which we did in the Interlogic. That's why I said that this is our previously implemented project. So the scenario was, when any employee, they used to give third party placements, means on their payroll on contract base. The person used to work in other company. Okay, so suppose there was a banking customer, and to banking department or banking domain they are giving some employees on their payroll. Then it was a big security issue, and they wanted to only give the job in banking domain for those people who are having reference of someone in our ex employees. Means, for example, let's say in that business right now there are three employees who are working as a third party: Tom, Peter, and Harry. Only three employees. Now let's say Rajesh is the fourth person we are hiring. We are adding the record, but he will be connected to banking domain. He will be given to banking customer. At that time, the requirement was Rajesh should know either Tom or Peter or Harry. If he doesn't know anyone in the company, then it's risky. No job for banking domain. That was the requirement. Now, for that purpose, we had the object called as employee. So tell me, when we are going to connect Rajesh with another record, that record is part of which object? Rajesh is an employee record. We are going to connect Rajesh to which object? Employee. Correct. Simple. Rajesh is a record of employee, and also Tom, Peter, Harry is record of employee only. So in this situation, you have self relationship. Okay. This is one more example of Intellogic's previous projects I wanted to give you. And yeah, this is sufficient for you guys to understand. Let me now give you an example. Okay. Let me show you practically one example. I will do one thing. I will just enable here. See, one already present object we have, which we have seen in the MDR, that is worker. Okay, so I will use that object so that we will not spend and waste our time in creating again and again all these things. So already I have object. I'm going to remove all these things. So remove and W for worker, and shift to right hand side and save. So right now let me see if I have any worker record. Yes, some workers are there. Okay, and now from today onwards, the policy of the company changed, and the banking customer said, guys, if you don't know anyone as a reference, please don't give such kind of people. It's a big risk for us. We don't want such kind of employees. In this case, we got a requirement from customer that how you will solve this problem. We said no problem. We will go for self relationship. So create a relationship field, and you tell me, guys, I'm your junior for next 1 minute. What should I select? LR or MDR? Use common sense. Use common sense. No need of Salesforce advanced knowledge. Use common sense. Very good. Almost all the answers are correct. Anyone who said MDR, that's a shocking answer. Anyone who said MDR, it's a shocking answer to me. Let's say Rajesh joined the company because of the reference of Tom. Okay. And tomorrow Tom is gone. Tom is not going to be part of the company. Are you going to delete Rajesh also? Why? Why you're deleting Rajesh? He is part of company, and why you're deleting that? So anyone who say, or that the single person who said master relationship, please note, watch the video again properly, because I was not expecting this answer from you. Very bad answer. Simple common sense, LR. Where is the question of MDR? Go for LR and click on next. And what should I select here? What should I select here? Very good, worker. So let me click on worker and click on next. And after that, here, whatever values are coming, just let it be. Whatever values are coming, but I will do one thing. I will just give here a different name because it's a reference worker concept. No, I'll just going to do this and reference worker, something like that. Okay, and next. All right, so these are all the things you know, nothing to discuss on this. Next. And nothing to discuss on this, all the things you know, and save. Okay, now let me proceed and tell you the important thing. So now the relationship is set. You can just see here, let's look up to worker. And now let me go to the record, click on new record, and this way the reference worker concept is successfully created. Reference worker concept is successfully created. Okay, so please note this point. Okay, so remember this point also, and famous interview question. Okay, next thing. Now I would like to ask you quickly a question. Tell me, first of all, in next 1 minute, similarity between HR and LR. Fast. Similarity between HR and LR. Fast. Only 10 seconds you have. Similarity between LR, sorry, LR and MDR. Oh, sorry, self relationship and hierarchy relationship. My bad. Self relationship, hierarchy relationship. Tell me the difference. And first of all, you start with similarity. First, tell me similarity. And here we go. So the similarity is the similarity between SR and HR is, as per the current status of Salesforce, we cannot connect one user record to same user, so same using hierarchy relationship. Same in the case of self, where we cannot connect one record with another record, else error will come. Please note this point. Okay, this is similarity number one. And second similarity, that's simple. Yes, very good. Only one object. Very good. Correct. That's a similarity. Okay, correct. This is similarity. Now, this is the interview question asked in IBM and TCS. The difference between SR and HR. Tell me now. If you can tell two, great. If you can tell one, not bad. If you are telling zero, then very bad. Difference between SR and HR. In one word. No need to write essay and stories. Just one word, and that's it. Good. I can see very nice answers by most of the students. Good guys, good going. You guys are going good and understanding the concept very well. Fantastic. I can see when some polished and very good answers. Now let me give the answer for those who could not give the answer. Difference is this. Self relationship can be used on any object except user. Hierarchy relationship is only available for the user object to represent employee manager kind of relationship. Self relationship is a concept, but no field present related to that in Salesforce. In another word, there is no such field called as no self field in Salesforce called as self relationship. There is no field. We use LR for that. Okay, you know that. Okay, there is no such field called as SR. But in terms of HR, yes, there is a special field called as HR. Okay, so remember this. This was asked in IBM. This is asked in TCS, where lots of openings happen time to time. And now it's time for those guys who paid good focus in the class and paid good attention in the class for last few days. And now please note, it's a test of your capability. That suppose if I'm going to be your interviewer, then what kind of questions I'm going to ask you, and here what kind of answers you are going to get will decide, are you really a good candidate for this industry or not. Okay. So let's start another workshop, the most important thing in our training program, workshop only. So let's proceed and start the workshop. Again, this workshop is going to be for what purpose? Now this is going to be some advanced relationship, because right now you know everything about relationship. And also please note that here I'm going to work as a manager BA client. But before that, 1 minute. One thing let me complete. Actually in that assignment, there is only one thing which I need to show you. That's the only thing, right? In the assignment, nothing else, correct? Hover and nothing else, right? Everything is we have to cover. Have you covered everything? Everything is manageable? Okay, fine. Then let me show you hover. Actually, look at this hover scenario. Let me just click on, let's say, teacher student. So let's say I'm going to click on student. Okay. Where is student? Student. Where is student? Yeah, this one, student. Now I'm going to open a student, Ajay. Let us see whether the student is connected with any teacher. So Ajay is connected with any teacher? Ajay has connection to teacher? Yes. If you need to see some information about teacher, what you will do? What you will do? What you will do? You will click on that record and go to the next page. Very good. Click on the teacher record and see the detail page. Now Salesforce says I have a hover option for you. Hover means if I take the mouse cursor on Shanmukh name, it should show me some important information without going to next page. How I can do that? Let me show you. First of all, you go to Shanmukh's record, okay? Or any record of the second object. If you apply in one record, it will be applicable in every record, okay? So please note, right now work on teacher object. If you work on any record, it will be applicable for every teacher record. So what to do? Click on edit layout. Click on edit layout. Edit layout. Edit layout. Edit layout. So click on edit layout. So I need to see or I need to show the information about the teacher without going to that page. Okay. I just want to save the time. I just need to show the information of teacher without going to that page. So actually, I'm just doing nothing but just I'm going to show some kind of, let's say, details about teacher. Okay. My question for you is look at the page clearly and tell me what you think is the option we need to click. Tell me what is the option we need to click. What should I do now? Where is the solution? I need to see what? Yes, mini page layout. Very good. Correct answer. Actually, we need a mini page for the teacher. Correct answer. So click on mini page layout. Very good. So click on, see the name, the name itself makes clear, mini page layout. So click on that and say that if I'm going to take the mouse cursor on Shanmukh, then right now see what's happening. See right now what's happening. Right now it's showing me only name of the teacher. But now this time you show me created by, last modified by, owner, subject, and whatever fields are there, show me. And click on save. You can even select related list of student and click on save. And now see what's going to happen. This is called as enable hover. Come to this page and click on save. Click on save again. You are back on this page. Click on save and you are back. By the way, you work on any teacher record, doesn't matter. Okay, it will be applicable for entire object. So now let me go to Ajay, and this time I'm going to refresh the page and see what's going to happen. So I'm going to refresh the page Ajay and now see what's going to happen. Take the mouse cursor and look at this. Look at this. You don't need to waste time to go by going to teacher record and just do all this stuff, because on this page only you can see all the information. That's called as the hover, enable hover, or let's say hover facility, or by using the mini page layout you can do this. Okay, so now you can do all the assignments in that document. It's time for going to the workshop. Okay, so I'm going to work as a manager. Let us see how many people can answer this question. So please note here, now you are going to tell me this answer. You are going to tell me this answer. So actually the workshop is which type of relationship you might have used in that project. That is my question. Details are not going to be given, by the way, as this is not, as this is a test of your business sense, and you are not actually like learning in a training, or this is not your trainer that he should lifetime help you in the office and come and tell you that what is the meaning of that and what is the meaning of this requirement. You should have that kind of knowledge. So for next 5-10 minutes, please note, I'm not your trainer. Okay, I'm your manager. Whatever I'm getting from customer, I will tell you, and I'm not going to help you more than that. Let us see. This is a scenario, okay? Example number one. Which relationship you will use? Case number one, classic example of client dependency. Classic example of client dependency. Product sold is to be connected with related accessories sold. Product sold is the object should be connected with related accessories sold. Hmm? Related, I'm just keeping in the kind of capital letter, and I'm just trying to tell you the hint. The hint is this, okay? Related accessories sold, okay? Example, wait, don't jump on the answers. Think properly. Take 1, 2 seconds, 5 seconds, and then give the answer. Example, product sold is iPhone X. Related accessory sold is 3 jack headphone of iPhone, okay? Now, we also had confusion, like I should go for MDR or SR. We also had that in Interlogic when we work on this before many years. Then we asked question to the client, and he said, and that question was related to cascade delete, and we got the answer. If customer says yes, delete, then MDR. If customer says no, don't delete, then you need to go for SR. Okay, so please note here, in this case, I just wanted to tell you that this is a classic example where you have to be dependent on customer, because this can be possible by the LR also and the MDR also. So I'm not expecting an answer from you for the case one. I'm just trying to tell you some situations where you're not in a position to answer or take a decision. Ask your customer, okay? So sometimes they will say, yeah, no problem, related records to delete. Okay, delete that. Sometimes, let's say it's kind of a normal relationship, then you can go for the LR, or let's say, for example, MDR. But now, here, please note, the situation is, if suppose there is a record called as iPhone X and 3 jack headphone you're using, okay? Now you guess what should be the answer. You guess. We got the answer by asking customer. We got our answer. Let me see what will be your answer, okay? Now I'm expecting the answer from your side by giving one hint. As of now, I'm not expecting the answer. Wait, let me give the complete hint. Here, just think, if iPhone X record is deleted, then 3 jack headphone record, the related accessories which we have should be also deleted, and all those products should be deleted in the business. If this is a requirement, or fine, iPhone X is deleted, but still the related accessories, keep it like that. 3 jack headphone, we can use this for Nokia phone, or we can use this for, let's say, maybe OnePlus phone or any other Samsung phone. What do you think customer might have told us? If iPhone X gone, then delete everything in terms of related accessories. Or let's say, for example, headphone. And please note here, let me give one hint. I don't want to confuse you guys by saying 3 headphone and etc. Anyone is not aware what is 3 I don't want to confuse you. That's not a part of Salesforce thing. Please note one hint for you. Headphone can be used for other products as well. This is your hint. Simple. Now tell me. So if iPhone X is deleted, are you going to delete headphones also? Very good. So it's going to be the LR. It's going to be LR. And please note here, there are two objects. Object number one, let me make it more easy for you. Object number one is product sold, which are the main products. And object number two, where actually we had this scenario for the accessories, or let's say accessories, small products. We have kept that in the project separately, okay? Accessories, and let's say, let me just remove here accessories, okay, like this. Now that was a requirement of the project. They wanted to keep this data separate for products sold and separate for accessories, etc. So that was the reason we created two objects. If suppose customer said us that no, you create only one object, then we would have went for the self relationship. That's the reason I told you here, look at this line, classic example of client dependency. There are many situations in your career where you cannot take a decision. You have to ask your customer what we should do. Okay, so here object one, product sold, and object two, accessories. And please note, this is client insisted for two objects. Okay, so there is no question of using self relationship. So it's out of question. Then iPhone sold, and then accessories sold is headphone. If iPhone X is deleted, are you going to delete headphone? No. This headphone you can use for other products also. And then we used SR. Okay. So that was the answer. Please note, it should not be necessary that you are going to do the same thing in your project. Please note here, this depends on customer. So let me write here final thing. This example tells you whatever we did not needed, you should also do. Okay, that's the reason I asked this question, where I told at the beginning only it's a classic example of client dependency. You are not going to decide anything, I'm not going to decide anything. Ask client, take a decision, full stop. Okay, so please note this point. And this kind of situations are going to be a lot in your career. Ask customer time to time. Now I'm going to make it slightly clear scenarios. Now let me talk about case number 2. Here, case number 2. Staff details to be connected with attendance record of staff. Now tell me, what will be the question you're going to ask to client? And it's simple. Now there is nothing, no confusion in this case. It's simple. Staff detail is an object and staff attendance is another object. You only think what customer will say. If staff record gone, then other record should be also gone. Yes, correct. Cascade and delete was there. Customer said delete that, and we use MDR. Very good. This is the answer. For this, the answer is MDR. Correct. Next, scenario number 3. Seniors to be connected with assistants. Please note, I'm not talking about user object. I'm not talking about user object. Now tell me, there should be no confusion if I mention very clearly at line number 1 to 85, it's not user object. Now tell me. Self relationship. Very good. So here we can create the custom object, like for example, employees, workers, etc. So that kind of situation be possible, and that's why I said it's not a user object. Okay? And let me go for the fourth scenario. Property loan data to connect with loan file number. Property is row house number A1. Let's say maybe A123. This is a row house number, for example. Okay, A123. And loan taken from bank with the loan file is, let's say, file 123. Okay. What do you think is the answer for this? This loan file is strongly dependent on property. Means if you have taken any loan in your life, then you can answer this question better. And let me give you a hint. If loan of row house did not get approved. See, this way, this is the reason you should have business knowledge also in Salesforce. This doesn't come from technical knowledge. This is the common sense of business you should know. If loan of row house did not get approved, then same file we can use for 1 BHK. I'm writing question mark. Is it possible? Do you think so? It's going to be possible. If you have worked with bank in your life and taken in a home loan, you know that. Very good. It's not possible. It is not possible. So tell me then, in this case, if the record row house number is gone, then what we should do with that file? What we should do with this file? Delete. Superb. So what should be the answer? What should be the answer? MDR. Very good. Okay. So this is how you need to step by step take a decision, understand the business situation, and then finally come to the conclusion. Final one. Mobile plan needs to be connected with another free top-up mobile plan for first 1 year for free. Husband takes one postpaid plan, company offering a top-up plan of to wife as well. Hint, focus on business scenario and decide which object and how many objects you are going to use here. Mobile plan is the object. Or let me give you a hint here. Mobile plan is object name. Very simple. If you paid attention properly in the session, there is no reason of getting confused. Mobile plan is the object. What you will use here? I think it should be many-to-many relationship. You think so? Many-to-many relationship. Very good. Many-to-many is out of question. Then what else you are going to use? MDR or LR, then show me two objects. Where are two objects then? Show me two objects. Where are those? Then HR, then show me where is user object. Are we talking about user object? Then why there is an answer called as HR? Yes, answer is SR, self relationship. The mobile plan is going to be connected with another plan. There is a field called as top up plan. And please note here, this way by using one object only, we can actually connect this. One object only, that's all. Just create one more field and connect to another plan, husband's plan to wife, and this way give a top up plan for the business. Okay, so good answer and good performance. Now, please note here one important thing you need to just note down here. So please note that we on this weekend I will be planning one session because we got less time for questions and answer. So on this weekend, Sunday morning, same time, we are going to have a questions and answer session. If anyone is having any question, come join. If you're not having any question, leave it. Okay. So Sunday 7:10 7:10 a.m. IST. I'm going to compromise my Sunday because I'm not able to give you guys the chance to ask the question in the class because we have to also learn lots of things. So let me take one extra session on Sunday 7 a.m. India time, and you come for Q&A session. Okay. And final thing before we close the session, please note it's Friday. So please let me know that how is your learning going on. If you are thinking that everything is going fine, then please type 1. If you are making any compromise and something is going not good, then please type 2, because I have other trainers also in my company IntelLogic. I will connect with someone else and he will start your teaching or continue your teaching. Please think and give the answer properly. It's not something you have some kind of pressure. You should write 1. Please tell me if you're facing some problem. And please not accept the reply of email and reply of WhatsApp. That is, please don't expect that from me because here I have many other workloads. Because of that, I cannot give reply quickly for email. So please not accept that. If you have any problem, then let me know. WhatsApp, email, I see very rarely, and that's the only thing here. Yeah. Okay. Fine, guys. So I'm happy to see that you guys are giving 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Please note here one great person with the name Chandu. You have done what? Let me tell you. You have actually selected here the value everyone, and I told till this point many times not to do that. That's good you did this mistake at the end of the session, but you have wasted or you might have wasted lots of time of other people where we have to start the session. So once told, please note we are not school going kid to tell you again and again same thing. Chandu and everyone, please don't disturb other people. If you are not responsible enough to use or you cannot handle properly this chat box, please don't use GoToMeeting in my class. Just listen and log out. Please don't disturb other people. It's frustrating if chat box get locked. Now you can see chat box gone. But anyways, session is ended, so no loss for anyone. Okay. Please be responsible. Fine, guys. So let's meet on Monday. And yeah, and not Monday, but in fact, mute the mic, guys. Let's meet on Sunday for Q&A session and regular sessions on Monday. I'm signing off, and thank you for your cooperation for this network issue what we had this week. Let's meet on Monday from India. I'm signing off. See ya.